influence to eat a very lean carnivore diet, you will absolutely get problems with that. You need to get your energy from something besides protein, fat preferably, but if not fat, then even carbohydrates. Because if you are predominantly getting your energy from protein, then you have to break down the amino acid in order to release the energy from it, turn it into form that can be burned as fuel, and you have to release a nitrogen molecule as a result of that. Nitrogen gets turned into ammonia. That ammonia gets turned into urea in your liver, and you eliminate urea in your kidneys. But if you are predominantly getting protein for energy, you have to break down a lot of these amino acids. You release a lot of nitrogen and you get a lot of ammonia, and you can overwhelm your liver's capacity to break down the ammonia and turn it into urea, and you get what's called protein poisoning, and that can cause problems. That can cause hair loss. Yes, you lose weight rapidly. So a lot of these charlatans online tell you to do a super low fat version of carnivore because they're selling you like a $2,000 weight loss program with carnivore, where they just want results. They don't care what your health is at the end of it. And so they tell you to cut calories and to cut all the fat off and only eat super lean. And that will cause problems. And there are people losing their hair and they're losing weight because it's a very inefficient way of utilizing energy. And that's a hallmark of protein poisoning, also called rabbit starvation. And people get very sick. And this is what bodybuilders get. Back in the day, it used to be steak and eggs, steak and eggs, steak and eggs, steak and eggs. And bodybuilders like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Serge Nubret, Vince Caranda would be very lean and muscular basically year round. And now there's this bulking and cutting mentality where you have to bulk up, but you bulk up a lot of fat at the same time. And then you do a cutting phase where you're cutting calories, but you're also cutting all carbs and generally all the fat. So you're just having lean protein. So I have to have protein because I have to keep my muscles going. And they basically give themselves protein poisoning, and they get very lean. But they all say that, well, you can't maintain that because you just feel so miserable. Right, because you're giving yourself protein poisoning and you're getting this massive buildup in ammonia, and you're burning a lot of fat, but you feel sick as hell. And so now people are being encouraged, oh, this is how you do a carnivore diet, that bodybuilder version of super lean protein where everyone gets sick and nearly dies and screws their hormones. And then they say, well, my thyroid is shot, my testosterone dropped, and I lost my period and all these sorts of things. Like, right, because you're doing it wrong. You're doing it in a way that's going to cause harm. You're not getting the energy from where you need it, and you're not getting the nutrients that you need. Its core is a nutrient source. They're essential fatty acids that you have to have or you get sick and die. And they're essential fat soluble nutrients that you have to have or you get sick and die. And so excluding those just because you want to cut calories and try to lose a bit of weight more quickly is a bad idea. And people are getting hurt as a result of that. I've never seen a single person that had gotten hurt from an actual historically accurate and biologically appropriate carnivore diet, basically eating nothing but fatty meat. I've never seen that. I've never once seen that.